What that? What they talking about? What they talking about?
Prophecy music on the beat.
People pop shit behind your back when they see you face to face. Always want to talk it out. Talk it out. Sitting there stuck and confused, trying to be cool, acting like they don't know what you're talking about. Talk about. All my niggas on point, all my niggas gon' ride. We don't walk it out. Nah. But I must be doing something right that they don't like, cause I'm the only one they talk about. Calm and cool when I'm collected. Let BBE my team and I'ma rep this. I'm rapping money.
Good. What up, what up, what up, what up? It's Bottom Talk, episode 26. Yeah, I mean, it's K, Charles, Jihad. Relay couldn't be here today, you know what I mean? So it's us. We back. What's good, fellas?
Man, look, I'm happy to be here, man.
Yeah, it's been a little minute. It's been like 2 weeks. In 2 weeks, we seem like a long
I feel like it was longer than 2 weeks. Yeah, it seemed like 3, but you know,
it's only 2.
We're gonna pod.
You ready to
I'm ready to start pod.
Where y'all want to start at?
I actually feel like these topics are better than some of the topics we've had in the recent.
Yeah, the recent episodes.
We've been given BS. The industry has been giving us BS.
I mean, we don't have the choice. I mean, media gonna be media.
Yeah.
Man. I mean, where y'all want to start at? Like,
Well, we gotta go back. So we talked about 6ix9ine, right?
oh yeah. Oh, you want to talk about this new this? Okay, yeah.
The $10 million.
Oh, the deal.
$10 million deal.
Mm-hmm.
And if you remember last episode, I pointed out that he could have another career.
I told y'all niggas he was gonna be right back.
Because this younger generation don't care about that snitch stuff,
Nope.
man. Like straight up, he's a meme. Once you become a meme, you become a joke, and everything that you did, it stops being that serious. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, dog, no. What this nigga did hurt a lot of people. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Like, a lot of
Put
niggas
a lot of
ain't-
niggas behind bars.
A lot of niggas ain't able to see their kids grow up. Like, he put a lot of niggas behind bars. Like, they don't give a fuck. Like, I seen this girl on Facebook today. She like, I can't wait to get my tent so I can listen to my 6ix9ine in peace. What? You know what I mean? So they don't give a fuck, my nigga.
There you go.
You know what I mean?
Everybody, you know.
What happened to the morals and principles of this shit?
It ain't
You know what I
nothing.
mean?
It ain't nothing.
What happened to the code?
No loyalty or nothing.
You know what I mean? He gonna be right back out on these streets, and if anybody touch him, they going to jail for the rest of their life.
I'm sure that's what's gonna be.
Did you know that?
I mean, because truth be told, I mean, all signs point to him being a Fed anyway.
Yeah.
I was about to say he's definitely, because of what he did and how he did what he did, he's government owned now. Like he's government property.
Oh,
So
yeah.
You touch him, it's definitely over for you because they can count on him telling something.
Exactly.
Like, listen,
and when
man.
you go look, but think about this: his security gonna be extra tight on the
For
tour.
sure.
They gonna have the Fed. You gonna have the Feds with him.
Yo, why you think he turned down protective custody, man?
Hell yeah, because they already gonna be protecting his ass. That protective custody shit is just like a. I kind of thought it was like a little front, maybe. Like maybe they just throwing that out there.
Nah.
You know what I mean?
But
you don't think so?
Protective custody reminds me of public defenders. They are given to you, but it's not really much of anything.
Yeah.
Like you just kind of just like
I mean, I think they probably put you up in a small town somewhere and just tell you lay low.
right, but it's not like really legitimately.
Yeah.
Because you can still get like a public defender can go speak for you, but you're probably better off talking for yourself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's one of them types of situations.
Because they might put you somewhere, but motherfuckers can still find
You can be
you.
located.
Yeah,
you
find
can be
somewhere.
located easily.
You know what I mean? Unless you go into another fucking country or some shit. Like,
Even then,
Yeah.
you never know.
it all depends. It really all depends how long your arms stretch. You know what I mean?
I still feel like he would be better off
He told me.
overseas somewhere, like moving. He
I
probably
think
be
I
better
gotta
off.
go to like the Bahrain or something, man.
They're gonna be right here touring and shit right in the
Yeah,
back, man.
like, I mean, like now we know that because
Yeah.
But it's like, my thing is, like, I be seeing comments and shit, like, people was really agreeing with him, like, oh, well, if they would have did that to you, kidnapped you, and tried to fuck your baby mom, and da-da-da-da, you would tell them too. Like, I'm sitting there like,
I feel like it was, yeah, he told on he told on a lot of folks. I just feel like he dragged a couple things where it's like I feel like the whole what was it, Jim Jones and then like
that was all like extra, like that wasn't even
he dragging it, you know what I mean? Like it was too much.
Yeah, he definitely dragged a lot of people. He just was just chatting like fuck it, like
that nigga was like, yo, if I'm gonna tell it all.
Yeah.
Like
I don't know, it just ain't no code, no honor, no respect, no morals, none of that shit.
Yeah.
Like I was talking to my daughter the other day, taking her, she's coming back from a cheerleading event or whatever. And, so she didn't understand what was the big deal about it, right? Mm-hmm. And I told her, and I was like, hey, yo, if you and your best friend go rob a bank and your best friend don't get caught on camera, but you do, and you stitch on her, yo, like, you're wrong. Like, you take that time, you take that L. Yeah. She was like, no, I'm telling. I ain't doing no jail time for them. I'm like, yo, no,
y'all did it together. You ain't
y'all did it together.
Yeah, exactly.
You just so happened to get caught on camera.
Yeah,
she didn't.
Exactly.
You take that L.
It's much different if somebody robbed the bank, you was not there, and they said it was you. That's different.
Yeah,
that's
you know
different.
But if you was there on scene, baby.
Yeah. If we do some shit together, we in this together.
Yeah, nah. Yeah, man.
But yeah, he'll be out soon.
Who signed him? Did it say who signed?
I don't know.
Some company I ain't never heard of.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
10 mil.
10 mils, man.
Snitch.
But you know what? I feel like
they know they're gonna make a lot of money off that nigga.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they can capitalize on that. But I think just today, media it runs off of controversy. So him getting signed, I mean, I don't even think it's like a surprise because he's very controversial right now. So he's a good look for somebody's pocket.
Yeah, mm-hmm. Controversy sells, you know.
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean?
But
all press is good press. I know you don't like talking about this nigga.
I'm just saying. I mean, he's gonna give us more to talk about later.
He definitely is.
He'll give us more.
He definitely does. So what y'all want to talk about next? Is Donald Trump? Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? You said what you said.
So, his impeachment is could cause a potential another potential government shutdown.
Oh yeah.
Because they can't do much. You figure like all the laws and stuff that could possibly get passed, they gotta put them on hold. Like you could work as if things could happen, mm-hmm. but you really can't go through with it because this nigga might not be here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I think all it is really, it's to kind of like you put the impeachment. It's too late really because the election is right around the corner.
That's what I'm saying.
But you put the impeachment papers through so that there's no way he could get reelected.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So like, if he could potentially go to jail, go to prison, then we can't reelect this dude because he ain't gonna be here anyway.
Yeah.
So I think that's the only reason why they put the impeachment papers through. But
and that was my whole issue too with the impeachment. I was like, first of all, we like 2 years too late. I feel like we should have been impeached.
Yeah.
But you have the proper evidence and make up the whole situation, whatever. But anyway, I just felt like at this point, not I didn't know what you just said, so I'm being educated on that. But in my mind, I was thinking like we about to go into 2020, we about to have elections, so what's the point of impeaching them now? Like we had the end of 2019. So at that point, I didn't see a reason for even impeaching them now. So I'm like, the damage is done, whatever the case may be. But I didn't know the point of impeachment could interfere with a reelecting. I didn't know that.
Yeah, so I didn't know that either.
Yeah. So that's good to know.
The politics game is real. I really don't be.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Getting into it and shit. So I definitely learned.
And I always feel like with politics, it's always like there's always a law or a rule or regulation that could like outrule another law. So I feel like even with the impeachment, I'm pretty sure he can find something in the system to get him off of that. It's just
it's always a law to work against that law. That's always something. You know what I mean?
It's like yin and yang.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, always working against. But so at first I thought the impeachment was bogus. I just was like, all right, at this point, it is what it is. But now that I know that, it can interfere with a reelecting, that's good. We don't need him back in office again. Yeah,
let's do whatever it takes to get him not to get reelected.
Yeah. And they're gonna follow through with it too because he's done a lot of damage to this country. He's done a lot of damage He's done a lot of damage. You know, people are showing numbers and saying he did a lot of good too. I get it. You know what I'm saying? Both sides, whatever the case may be, he benefited some folks. God bless him. But I think the reason why they're trying to impeach now is because they still see, even with the damage that he's done to this country and the outrageous things he said and the statements he said over the years and different things he's done, and even his team, a lot of his team was fraudulent.
Yeah.
Even with all of that, they see that he has a strong possibility still to be reelected because there's still a large population in America who really rock with this guy.
Yeah.
And they appreciate what he has done for their population of allowing them to be and justifying their outward racism.
It's a large majority of us.
Yeah.
Way more black people that like this dude
than I thought.
And like I encounter him, and I'm like, yo, my nigga, like I didn't even know he made you.
You ever seen like recordings of his? You ever seen recordings of like his rallies?
Yeah.
Yo, it look like salt and pepper. It look like salt and pepper. Like black folks really be out there. And then the thing that really be messing me up is when I see like a Spanish person in the crowd. I'm like, now I get it. You know what I'm saying? I could probably fathom a black person in his crowd a little bit more. But when I see like a Spanish person in his crowd, I'd be so confused because he did more damage to their he did more damage to their population than he did to ours. Sorry, but I'm like, yo, like when I see a Spanish person in the crowd, even when I see women in his crowd, I'm like, yo, like do you know how he speaks about y'all? Like y'all don't hear how this man views y'all, and you in this crowd, he borderline justified beat him.
They blinded to
like,
they blinded.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
hey yo,
well, salute them for trying to get him out of here.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
You think he'll get jail time?
nah.
You don't think so?
Nah. I think, man, honestly, man, he's always been one of the untouchables, man. I mean, like, nigga deserved jail time for what he did to Atlantic City, if you ask me. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
That was 99. So,
He didn't did he ever fulfill those contracts?
Hell no.
Wow.
Hell no.
Had folks, work and building hotels on contracts.
And what he did was he sold the contracts to other companies so they could still use his name, but he had nothing to do with the casino.
He's dirty.
He just sold his name to them. You know what I mean?
Dirty.
And then when the casinos was going down, business was going down, he was like, I don't want to be associated with y'all. I need my money back for my name. And they couldn't afford to pay him back. So
And then
5,000-10,000 people had to lose jobs.
And that's what I'm saying. Contracting jobs, as y'all know, is like when you sign a contract, you sign up for a time frame. So if I'm out here working, if I sign a contract for 7 months to work on this project, I spend 7 months of my life working on the contract. You mean so at the end of this contract, the 7 months that I just worked, I'm not getting $1?
You ain't getting nothing.
So I just worked for 7. You know what I'm saying? So now my house is out of 7 months worth of income. You know, it's just I think about it like that. It's like, yo, you took food out of kids' mouth.
But how do you convince people to stay that long? They just keep promising them.
Yeah, man.
I mean,
or would you like you give them like little stipend money?
Yeah.
All right. Tell your creditors or your landlord that we promise to get in there, and they'll give your landlord a letter from Donald Trump, like we're going to get this done.
And how he gets out of it is that he will say, I sold the contract. Company,
and he
so
did
the
that.
responsibility gets tossed until they can't track it no more. You just out of your bread.
Yeah.
Crazy, right?
Like you remember Hurricane Floyd in '99? I don't. What was you back in '99? I don't know. But Hurricane Floyd in '99. The original way that they built Atlantic City, the prominent blacks were around the beach. Beachfront property was big. So, but they built it on sand. So when Hurricane Floyd came and knocked those houses down, and those people came back because they owned the home, those people came back to claim their houses. They said, "Hey, you got the house, but you don't own this land no more." Donald Trump came in, bought the land from right up under them, and built those high rises up there. So they couldn't afford to even get back into the home that they bought because they don't own that land no more.
Crazy. Yeah, he's a scam.
Scumbag, man.
Yeah.
So that's why you started to see more black people moving to Galloway in the early 2000s. You started to see an influx of more people coming to Pleasantville. You started to see more influx coming to Absecon. I mean, not Absecon, Summers Point. Yeah, man.
And folks was willing to sign those contracts too because Donald Trump.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? It's
like
that name. You know what I'm saying? He had that name. So there was like, sign up for that contract. It sounded good, but that's wild.
He ain't never really been for us though.
Nah.
He about his bread.
Yeah.
But moving along, I don't know what you're talking about that nigga.
Yeah, me either. He's 6'9" to me, man.
You know what I mean? Tragedy.
On both ends.
I'm just saying, want to talk about the case for, what's his name, Aaron Dean, the cop who shot the lady through the window.
Oh.
And then the other, we never get a chance to talk about the other case. What's the
Arson Gene?
Yeah, with the white lady that killed the dude in the apartment.
Yeah.
So, but I don't mean to cut you off real quick. I want to kind of compare these two cases. It's like, do you think the officer fuck around and get like the same amount of time that the white cop got for doing what she did?
So, no.
No.
This guy deserves murder. So, if we look at the Botham Jean, I hope I'm saying his name right, Botham Jean case in a vacuum, right? Like, let's ignore this country's history and all that stuff. Let's just look at it in a vacuum.
Yeah.
What she did wasn't murder. It was manslaughter.
Yeah.
What made it murder was that she lied about trying to resuscitate him, and she didn't.
Yeah.
She made phone calls to all her buddies to try to get her out of the situation.
Yeah.
Because she messed up.
Yeah.
And when they got there wasn't no blood on her hands, no blood on her phone, nothing. Because now me being a weapons specialist, the shot that she shot him with, the shot that she hit him with wasn't a death shot.
Yeah.
He could have survived that. But while she was sitting there trying to cover her ass, he bleeding out. So that's what made it murder. You know what I'm saying? Because truth be told, I've knocked in the wrong apartment before thinking it was mine. I walked to the wrong car before, even tried to put my keys in that drain, was mad as hell.
Yeah, I walked
and wouldn't open
the wrong car a few times.
Yeah. So, and I was wide awake. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So she could have made an honest mistake. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you're tired, you work a double shift, yada yada.
Yeah.
But she made an honest mistake, and she could have got the benefit of the doubt with that had she not lied.
Yeah.
But the outrage is that if the shoe was on the other foot, we don't get that benefit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And we're not getting 10 years.
Nah, we get way more than that. We get way more than that. You know what I mean? So with comparing these two cases, nah. This dude deserves murder. Because, so her neighbor calls. So both of them started with calls from the neighbors.
Yeah.
So the neighbors call and says, my neighbor's door has been open since 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
The cops got there at 2:50 in the morning.
Yeah.
He gets there, the door is open. He doesn't even walk in the house.
Yeah.
He walks around with his bright flashlight on.
Yeah.
Looks in, flashes the light in the window. The girl, rightfully so, she in her house.
Yeah, he said, put your hands up.
No, she peeked through the door. She peeked through the window.
Yeah.
He said, put your hands up. Bah, bah. Like, she didn't even get a chance to put her hands up.
Yeah.
And this is the shit that makes me mad. This is the shit that makes me mad. If we compare both cases, right? Both cases, this is how nasty white people are. Well, these cops are. Let me not just say white people, but the police are.
Yeah.
When Botham Jean got killed, right? They said, "Oh, by the way, we found marijuana in his apartment." In this case, oh, by the way, there was a weapon in the house. Nigga, I don't care.
She didn't even know that. She didn't know it was a gun or a weapon or whatever the case would be in the house. She acted.
What you mean?
No, I'm just saying like that. Like they're trying to use that to build a
Yeah.
But she didn't know
Well,
that.
Botham Jean was marijuana.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
So in this one, this is a male.
Yeah.
He didn't, like, nigga, how do you know it was a gun in the house?
Yeah.
If you outside,
That's what I'm
she
saying.
inside.
He didn't know, so he
wasn't
couldn't-
proper
he couldn't-
training.
It wasn't proper training. He had only been there for a year. He'd only been in the police force for a year. But with all that being said, nigga, I don't care if we're talking about Bob Jean. I don't care if that nigga was cooking crack cocaine on the stove. It's his apartment. It's his house. I don't care if she had a gun in her closet full of guns. She in her crib. She in her house.
Yeah. And then I seen the interview with the neighbor. He's like, man, like if I would have never called him, I mean, my neighbor would still be alive.
And it's the thing, like dog, you calling the cops. You can't even call the cops for safety no more. They kill niggas in their own house.
Right.
We can't even live in peace in our own house anymore. It's bad enough we couldn't live in peace in our cars.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We can't ask for directions. We can't get stopped properly.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Dog, we can't even get a ticket and go about our life. We losing our lives in our cars. Now we losing our lives in our houses?
Yeah.
Dog.
Wow, crazy. It's like we ain't safe nowhere, man.
Yeah.
Nah, man.
It
We don't
like,
even get the benefit of the doubt.
Nah, they don't give a fuck about us, bro. Like, they don't even be caring though.
And I feel like this, it's like a consistency when it comes to when a black person being killed. They always try to go back and build a case for why. First of all, I don't know if they're trying to build a case for why this is okay that this person was killed.
Yeah.
That's just crazy.
What the fuck is marijuana?
Yeah.
What does that have to do? You know what I'm saying? Where her
So
uncle
fuck
at?
what?
Like, what does it have to do with like even when it came to what was the guy that the Philando
Cassidy.
like after that they try to brought up all this other stuff but I'm like the cop didn't know that prior to him acting on how he acted, so it doesn't even matter at this point.
Y'all talking about some shit that got to do with nothing.
Yeah.
Garner too, they try to bring stuff about Garner.
Yeah.
Trayvon, they try to bring he was a delinquent kid or whatever. I'm like, yo, like,
It doesn't matter.
it doesn't.
None of that shit matters.
Because in that moment, they were not acting on what they're bringing up as a case now.
Exactly.
He wasn't getting high when you walked in the house. She didn't have her guns out when you shot her. You get what I'm saying? Like, it just justifiable fact.
Walking in a crib, like, what she lived in, like an apartment complex or something like that?
Which one we talking about? Eugene,
yeah. Gene.
Well, but yeah, she lived in an apartment complex.
Okay.
So look, right. Another thing we ain't talking about with that case, the key witness was killed a week or so later.
Wow.
And they tried. Here we go again.
Oh, the guy, the neighbor,
Yeah,
right?
Neighbor.
He was killed.
Neighbor. He
Yeah,
was
I
killed.
did see that.
And here we go again with this bullshit that these cops do.
Hold up.
They came.
The case with the
The
white
cop
cop.
Gene.
Yeah.
When the white cop went, wow.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
He got killed in the same apartment complex
Yeah.
a week or so later.
Yep.
And this is how evil these cops are.
Because he was talking, right?
Yeah, they tried to say that it was a drug deal going wrong.
Nah.
Nigga, I've been involved in a lot of drug deals. I've seen a lot of drug deals potentially go wrong. I ain't never seen one where a nigga gets shot in the mouth. You get shot in the mouth, that says something to do with snitching, right?
That's execution.
Yeah.
That's execution style.
Yeah.
And then, by the way, they just trickled some drugs around. Nah, niggas don't get shot in the mouth because of a drug deal going wrong. You might get shot in the head, chest, leg, arm.
It's gonna be some shit going on for you to get shot.
Yeah.
Some tussling,
Right.
some cut. Like, you feel me? Like, it ain't just gonna be a straight.
Do you
know what I
think
mean?
you
Get
think
shot in the mouth.
cops did that themselves, or you think they paid somebody?
They could have paid somebody.
I believe they paid somebody.
You know, like when you reach a certain level, you know how to do dirt without getting your hands dirty.
Right.
You know what I mean? But yeah, nah, that nigga was
I ain't know
executed,
that.
man. Yeah.
I ain't know that.
And they never found the shooter either, from my understanding.
Nah, they never. Well, no. They got 2 people in custody last time.
But I feel like that's all playing along with the story, though.
Yeah, that's how they do.
We're
gonna pay you.
with it, right?
I feel like they're gonna put it on somebody else.
Yeah.
Shit, man.
Wow.
Same. You know. So again. Yeah, he was accused. Like I said, I don't care. I don't care if the nigga was the biggest drug dealer in Dallas, Texas.
Yeah.
That ain't got nothing to do with his being a witness to this case.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Nah. Nah, but they always find a way to demonize us.
Yeah.
But when it's turned around, what was it? He got mental issues.
Right.
He had mental problems.
He
He was mentally unstable.
It was diagnosed at the age of 7.
Yeah. So it made it right for him to shoot up an entire cafeteria, shoot up an entire movie theater.
Yeah.
Nah. And they go to mental institutions, and we go to prison or we go to jail.
Right. With no rehabilitation.
I mean, we go to prison or go to the graveyard.
With no rehabilitation.
How did y'all feel about the brother? I mean, giving the police officer a hug at court.
To me, that just showed a deeper, nastier, ugly history. You know what I mean? Like, I can't look at that in a vacuum. Like, you gotta look at that as a whole thing of kind of like, whether right or wrong, in my opinion, it sounded and felt like more of a religious kind of
Forgiveness.
not necessarily forgiveness. It was like a religious kind of like whitewashing.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. But you gotta think about it. They was in Dallas, Texas. Dallas, Texas is in the Bible Belt.
Yeah.
Oklahoma City, Dallas, Austin, like it's the Bible Belt. Yeah. So those blacks have been, and even some whites, have been highly, I guess, for lack of a better term, mentally molested for years when it comes to religion and
the church,
white Jesus and forgiveness. You know what I mean?
The Protestant narrative.
Yeah. So that's what I got out of that. You know what I'm saying? And then the judge coming down and giving her a hug, the bailiff rubbing her hair, all that said to me, damn, we have been, slavery and religion has really done a number on us, man. That's really done a number on.
Because like you said, if the roles were switched,
that was that. You got your time, and then get about this courtroom. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There is no sympathy. There is no sentimental moments.
The judge, the judge ain't coming down off.
They're not even saying sorry.
Nah, they saying next case.
Right.
Exactly.
What I saw from the moment with the brother, I get that point too. I just thought in my mind when I was like looking at the video, I was just thinking like, all right, cool. And it could still be linked back to a slavery mindset, but I thought it was more so like all right, you did something like damnable to my family. You broke us in a different way, but I'm not gonna let you see that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I just felt, and I just like back in the stage shows, they try their best not to cry because they don't want you to see that you're breaking them. And so I saw it from that perspective. That's what I thought was happening in that moment. Like, all right, cool, I get it, I understand. It's not for everybody. Not everybody's gonna be able to do that. I can't say that's the move I would make. But you know what I'm saying? And that's why I even struggle at looking at it that way because he said his brother won't you just give it back to the Lord and stuff. And I'm like, all right, well, I'm saved as well.
Yeah.
All right. But in that moment, I don't know if that's the road I'm taking.
Nah.
You know what I'm
Honestly,
saying? That's gonna take me some time. But I saw it from the narrative of, all right, cool. He's just not trying to let her know, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they strong.
Yeah.
But honestly, like when I seen a brother give her a hug, I was like, damn, these motherfuckers got us again.
Yeah.
Because to me, it looked like no matter what, we're always going to forgive and we're going to accept.
We always get the shit into the stick.
Yeah, you can always keep doing whatever you want to do with us.
That's how I felt.
We're going to forgive you.
Yeah, that's how I felt.
So man, kill my family member.
Yeah,
I'm a hug in the courtroom.
I'm a hug in the courtroom.
I'm gonna wish Jesus on you, and then you know, so.
Nah, man. Nah. Hey, look, man. Jesus cursed a fig tree because it
right.
food when he wanted to.
Right.
That ain't the Jesus they want you to know about.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Yeah. Like, so yeah, man. All this stuff, man, it's just, it just brings back like that whole, like, especially in that area, we can't get away from praising, quote unquote, the white man, no matter what we do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's what's called the elephant effect. I don't know if you've ever witnessed an elephant, a baby elephant, come into the zoo for the first time, but you know, the baby elephant comes in and he's obviously too weak to really run anywhere or do anything.
Yeah.
So they put these big metal shackles on him so he can't move. And it's not, those metal shackles aren't necessarily for his feet, it's for his mind.
Yeah.
So he knows you're here, we got you, you're our property, you ain't going nowhere.
Yeah.
So when the time that elephant grows up and he can easily break every chain or everything that's moving in here, because he's the biggest thing in the zoo, they put shoestrings around him. Because in his mind, yeah, he can easily snap these, but in his mind, he don't see them shoestrings.
Yeah.
He still see them big shackles that he
Yeah.
walked in there with.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's when I think about, when I saw that, I thought about them shackles, man. Like, they always got us. You know what I mean? They always got us.
Facts.
Yeah.
Facts, man.
So, you know.
Terrible, man. I want to send condolences to both of the families.
Sure.
You know what I mean? They both lost someone. You know what I mean? So I definitely want to send my condolences. You know what I mean, man? Let's get into some music, man. Whole lot of depressing stuff. For real. It's a shame, man.
Yeah,
Joe
man.
Buttons is saying Logic is one of the worst rappers. Listen, to ever get on the microphone.
I can't agree. I can't.
Dog, listen, I love Joe. I listen to Joe Budden show religiously,
He's a
man,
troll.
as we just got out of just talk. I listen to him every chance I get.
Yeah.
Joe's tripping.
Yeah.
Joe tripping. Now, am I sitting around and can't wait to buy a Logic CD? Hell no. Hell no. Should Logic be on songs involving strippers or strip clubs? Hell no. But can Logic rap and rap his ass off? Yes.
Yeah.
Joe's tripping, man. Joe tripping. You know what's making me mad? It's like Rory and Maul sit there and like, yeah, they was like, yo, like you bugging, da da da.
Yeah.
But they kind of like go with it. And I'm like, yo, my nigga, like say something. Like, you don't have to just giggle and laugh about this shit.
Yeah.
Let this nigga know, hey yo, we know you trolling and you tripping. Like, relax.
What
You know what I
What
mean?
made me say that? What?
I forgot. I
They
don't
was
know why
listening
he
to
said
the
it.
song.
Okay.
That song was kind of.
Yeah.
The song that he played though was kind of
Yeah.
The song actually ain't that bad. It's
Yeah.
logic on the song. Logically doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It was like they went to. It almost like they went to the club, went to the strip club, and they planned on doing the song anyway.
Yeah.
And Logic was there, and instead of saying, "All right, Joe, you know we getting ready to do the song. We see you later."
Yeah.
They was like, "Hey, yo, come on." Like it don't make any sense. Nah.
Yeah, the song, like, I'm not a Logic fan either like that. But like he got a few songs that I like.
Yeah.
I'm not looking for him, but he's not ass. He can rap.
Yeah,
He can
yeah.
really rap. I'm just not a fan of him. You know what I mean? So
Word.
do y'all listen? You don't listen to Logic on the
I
radio?
listen, not on the regular, but I have some of his music on my playlist. Yeah.
Yeah, he got a couple dope songs.
Yeah.
He got a couple dope songs. Like, even though I don't, there's a lot of rappers I don't listen to,
Yeah.
but I can say, yo, these niggas can rap.
I like the
They
whole
just not for me.
I like the whole Tarantino thing he did.
Yeah.
That was pretty.
That was actually a decent
Yeah,
project.
it was pretty good. The one and two was pretty good. Yeah.
I like the song he did with was it Wu-Tang?
Yeah.
I like that. Whole
I thought that song was poop, but
I like the whole vibe of the song. Like just having like everybody. It was like a song with no chorus. You know what I'm saying?
it was
Just spitting
all
back to back to back to back to back to back.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
The song was like 9 minutes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
I just like that vibe of like just taking it back to like, you know, people wasn't worried about trying to make a song pretty. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Yeah, Wu definitely.
That was definitely Wu-Tang.
Yeah, like 9 niggas on the song.
Yeah.
7 minutes on. Take a shower and get dressed, and the song still be on.
Yeah.
Facts.
Yeah.
But I'll give a shout out to Logic, you know what I mean? I mean, you can rap, my nigga.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Logic can put words together beautifully.
You know what I mean?
That's what he can.
You can rap.
You ain't getting not one record sale from me, but I do recognize your talents.
Word. You'll get a few songs on a playlist. Probably like a Calm Cool Collective playlist or some shit like that.
He got that, oh my God, what was that song? Actually, oh my God. He did the song a whole bunch of times. But
That's on fire.
Yeah.
I like that song.
Yeah.
I like that song. But shout out to you, Logic. Keep doing what you're doing. You know what I mean? You listen to the Baby album? You got a chance to listen to it?
No, I didn't listen to the Baby album or the
Young and May shit?
Yeah, I listened to Young and May Freestyle.
Oh yeah, that was fire.
She's always good for that.
Yeah.
I thought her album was pretty decent though.
Yeah.
I thought her album was pretty decent.
See, I didn't listen to it yet. I'm still gonna listen to it. But what I will say is, it's disheartening to hear you say it was decent. I just feel like for her to have been off the time that she's been off, and for her to brag about, her ability and to have people support that she has this particular ability, and then to come out with an album where it's like commentary that was an alright album.
I mean, that's just my opinion.
But I take your opinion. Though.
Yeah, I'm saying I thought it was a decent album, but a lot of my close niggas they liked it a lot. They're like, yo, this shit fire.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
I thought it was top heavy.
Okay.
Even when you saying it's top heavy, that's still good.
Yeah.
Yeah, the first, I expected, I'm with you.
Yeah.
When it comes to Young and May, I expect, and maybe I'm wrong for it, maybe my expectations shouldn't be this high, but I expect greatness from Young and May, because that's what she is to me.
Right. She legitimately
can
rap.
She can legitimately rap.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And that's the thing.
And she is one of the best rappers walking right now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I expect greatness.
Yeah.
I had great moments, but I didn't get. And even though the album could be good, now I called it poop earlier.
Yeah.
But the album could be good, but when I think about Young and May, my shit's here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
What album would you like if you could compare? If you could think of like an album that's been had in the past, and I don't want you to think about like these past 5 years. Like think about the past 10 years of rap and an album. What album would you have liked to her album to what stature? You know what I'm saying? If you could say something
female wise?
Remember
she's female.
Yo, shit. Okay.
Nah, I don't think of her. Check this out, right? And no disrespect to gender.
Yeah.
I don't think of her as a gender. I think of her as a really dope rapper. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Young and May could be a dude for all I care.
She honestly is very convincing.
Yeah.
Very convincing. Very convincing.
She can really rap.
I don't care about her gender, her sexuality, nothing.
Yeah.
She got bars, and I will listen to whatever comes out of her mouth. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, I don't really even put her in that category, man.
I mean, I don't know what I would. She gave us a lot of songs though. I think the album
it's in the teens. I think.
She gave us a few tracks. She had to though. She had to because usually it'll be 10, 12 songs nowadays. Yeah. Maybe 8. She gave us, I think it was maybe 15, 16, something like that.
Are you asking what would I have liked it to sound like?
What if you could name an album and as far as the standard of that album, what would you have liked it to sound like?
So y'all gonna kill me for this. I expected some Pusha T type shit.
Okay.
I expected, and maybe not the drug rap.
Right. Or her to just talk her shit. Because Pusha, he just be talking his shit. It ain't really formatted song-wise.
I expected Pusha T type.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And
I can live with that.
I like the baby new joint was pretty.
It was cool.
I just feel like the baby, honestly, at this point in time, can't do any wrong.
Yeah, he's like a cheat code, bro.
I just feel like he can't do any wrong.
He's earned that.
He almost had cheat code material.
Yeah, he can rap. He has cadence. He has flow.
Personality.
He has stage presence. I watched a couple of his videos from him performing and stuff.
Yeah.
The whole thing. I just watched a video he put on Instagram yesterday. He took his shoe off, threw it in the crowd. Took his shoe off, threw it in the crowd. Took his sock off. Threw it.
He be leaving shit at hotels too for guests. He'll leave he'll wear an outfit They leave like his sneakers in his jersey, his stash him somewhere. Like I'm leaving them right here. Whoever come find it first and have it. Yeah, I mean,
You know what I'm saying?
Like
He's
that.
he's. I
You
feel
see
like
the
he's a
video he
big
posted with the he's like with some Jamaicans and something. They was dancing, running around and shit. That shit funny as hell. It's fire though too. Or the girl.
I'm following.
Yeah.
The baby, yeah. His album was it wasn't better than his last show.
I feel like it was too soon.
Yeah, you're right. And
So we just got the album. We literally just got it.
Baby on Baby.
It came out
I think it
this
was-
year.
I think it was this year.
I think it came out in like February, right?
It was, I believe it was.
March of
2019.
Yeah, we just got. That's what I'm saying.
I thought it was February.
We just got the album, and then my whole thing is like, once we just got the album, not that he wasn't known about before, because it was still, I feel like it was known about before the album, but we just got the album. I feel like you didn't give us any time to really digest the whole Dagon thing and like spend some time with it, and then it's just like,
I mean, but you know this era, you know,
Yeah,
you gotta stay relevant.
Our era, you know, you were a little younger than us.
Yeah.
Our era, we was used to sitting on albums for
a couple
a
years.
year or two.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
And, but now this is
one album.
this ain't, you know, this is a microwave society we live in now. You know, music is so easily disposable now. You don't really even get a chance to
Digest shit.
like. Okay, so I just heard the Panini remix with him on there. Yo, he bodied that shit, man.
Yeah.
Bodied that
I'm
album.
still trying to understand the
I mean,
Panini
that-
song, to
that-
be honest.
hmm?
I'm still trying to understand the Panini song, to be honest with you. You know what it's about? I'm still
No.
trying to understand it. I'm still trying.
No, it's a hot beat.
Yeah.
It's a catchy hook.
Yeah.
A Panini.
Sandwich.
It's a sandwich.
Right? So I was trying to figure out,
Panini.
am I missing the metaphor? Like, am
No.
Okay.
He's telling the sandwich to don't be a meanie.
Okay. I'm just trying to make sure I
Like
wasn't
I don't get it. Unless it's a girl named Panini, like Topanga or something. I don't know. Like,
Yeah, I just.
or you know, is it a nigga named Panini? You're talking about him? I don't know.
It is Arron.
You know what I mean?
He did his official with Arron.
Well, they gonna need a Panini tomorrow.
No word.
Shit.
Panini.
Like those paninis in the marketplace in the admin building used to be fire. Yo, SDR, I'm trying to tell you, paninis in the market, they used to put them on the hot fresh joint, put the joint in, melted cheese, right? Put paninis in the
I
marketplace.
bet chicken Chipotle joint.
It used to be fire.
Yeah, but maybe we did get the album a little too soon. That might be what it is.
You know, it almost felt like, even though the material was good to me, it almost felt like he know that he can't do no wrong this year. So he's like, yo, the songs that didn't make this album, let's put out another album. Like, see how y'all like that? No. You know, some DMX 98 type time.
I feel like top two right now is definitely him and Meg though. Like everybody's on.
Oh yeah.
And they're doing a great job of capitalizing. First of all, they
Because
got
they
the song
touring
together,
together.
right? They got the song together, they got the tour together. Like they just did a performance together. Like they capitalized on that thing.
You got to.
And Megan, the baby.
I mean, damn near every time you see them, they're together.
Even on the gram, they be together. I'm like, yo, they legitimately like cool.
They might as well drop a tape.
It'll sell.
That would be dope.
It'll sell.
But that'd be the first
Everybody else
time.
doing these collab tapes.
I don't think I ever saw a male and female collab on a tape together.
It'll be dope. If anybody can do it, they can do it.
I feel like they could. And I feel like it would rock. I feel like it would sell.
Okay. Man can rap.
Yeah.
Yeah. She don't get enough appreciation for how well she raps.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Her persona won't let her
Yeah.
put that out there, but she rap.
Salute the Meg, man. But moving along, we got the last topic and shit.
Right.
Cassidy versus Arsonal. Lockdown event in Philly. You know what I mean?
No, I didn't.
Gonna go get something to eat.
Dog. So I watched.
Okay.
Smack, I'm sorry, I watched it illegally. It wasn't worth watching legally though. So, sorry, not sorry.
I feel like we predicted that was worth.
The whole, so surprisingly, damn near the whole event wasn't worth it. And I was excited to pay, to put my money out for it.
They
was trash.
Philly was booing everybody, bro.
You went?
Nah, I watched the battle, so.
The crowd was trash. The battles were trash. The only battle that was actually good was the Geechee and Tay-Rock.
Geechee and Tay-Rock battle was fire.
Yeah, got some classic moments in there.
Right. Okay. I assumed they would. I mean,
I thought Twerk and Calico would have been a much better battle had the crowd just chill.
Yeah.
Like,
what do you think would have been better if it was in New York?
yeah, New York crowd was great. In
Only
New York,
person,
man.
only niggas they didn't boo Geechee.
They ain't boo JC. And Freeway, and he performed. They ain't boo him.
Everybody else, they was booing, huh?
Like, soon Tay-Rock mentioned Cassidy in his third round. He was like, and tell Cassidy, boo! Crowd, boo! Going crazy, y'all. Boo! Like, this nigga Tay-Rock been rap for like 10 minutes, but they kept booing him.
Wow.
Soon he said Cassidy, he was like, let me get it back. He be like, tell that Cassidy, boo! It was a rap, bro.
And
I would have
thing
pissed
is,
if I paid
Geechee-
to go to if I would have paid to go to the event because I ain't coming here to hear y'all boo the whole time. Like,
Look, not Geechee. Twerk was like, yo, he had a Cassidy line, but they booed Calico when he said Cassidy line, so he was like, yo, nah, I'm gonna take that shit out. He spit Twerk.
hey, twerk. That's a good adjustment. Twerk.
Shit, when he brought T-Top out, they booed him.
Oh yeah.
So they don't like this.
Yeah, because he said he originally hit Briz up. Because you remember, Calico, you know what I mean? You know the 2-on-2 Briz.
Yeah.
He said, but Briz denied he ain't want to come and shit. He ain't want to do it. So he's like, I'm going to get T-Top and shit. He said, soon he get T-Top come out the, you know what I mean, start spitting during the middle Twerk verse, the crowd started booing and shit. Like, that crowd was crazy.
Yeah, Twerk said he never won a battle in Philly again.
Yeah. Damn.
A lot of people said that.
Yeah.
But I mean, they messing it up for their city because ain't nobody gonna host no battles there because this is what y'all giving. So you messing up.
I mean, I expected Philly to be a decent crowd.
Yeah.
Man. I mean, I expect Philly to be biased, towards Philly rappers, but like I would have liked to see Ineps in some way, shape, or form in there.
Heard he like Dot Mob now too.
That was corny. That's corny.
White Dot Mob was corny period.
But
Who's in Dot Mob anymore?
They always,
they
I'm about to
deep.
say
They still deep.
They mix
still-
it in and out. Like
they still deep.
they like part-time people. Like
When I think about Dot Mob, I think about like NWX.
I don't know. But the Cassidy versus Arsonal battle, John, how you feel about it?
I got Arsenal 2-1, but Cass got. I don't ever want to see Cassie again. Cassie got to get off that damn high horse he on. Whatever pedestal he thinks he's. He's so outdated. I don't think he spent too much time watching battles because the stuff that he's doing and the bars that he's spitting. I hate to say it when it involves Cassidy because it's almost like blasphemy to say they're generic bars, man.
Yeah.
But he thinks he's spitting the hottest shit in the world, and it's like, nah.
I want to know, like, I respect Cassidy as a rapper. Fucking punch. He's one of the best. I think he's the best punchliner ever when it comes to rap. Like you can compare all the punchline rappers and shit. I think he's the best. But I just think it's a different era and he's outdated. You know what I mean? And people in his circle need to tell him, like,
Yeah, man.
They might be
like,
talking
and
about
he's
his
saying
stuff,
shit, and he was saying shit that people, you know what I mean, in battles said before.
Yeah, but the aluminum foil joint.
We know that's one of B Magic classic, most classic moments in battle rap.
And they're from 5 years ago.
Exactly.
Me and tell me in 5 years you didn't come across that at all.
Right, all right.
Yeah.
Like, listen, I love Av.
Yeah.
But nigga, how could you possibly say you didn't know Verb had the Iron Low like I'm anemic line? Like, that's classic.
When that battle dropped, everybody was quoting that line, so he had to hear that.
But I heard Cass got one more battle in his contract.
I don't care who it is.
But look, he keep being in these battles where he can say he debatably won.
There's nothing debatable about this.
I'm just saying.
The only thing debatable is if he lost 2-1 or 3-0.
But if he got one last battle in his contract, right? Who would you want to see him battle?
somebody got listen. Put him up with a God level pen and get him the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
I mean, like, listen, we gotta. I mean, here we go again. It's blasphemy to say, but dog, don't put him up against no.
What, Suge?
Yeah, no. He needs a
killer.
Lux. He need a killer.
Yeah.
Like
Somebody
a
is gonna.
Like a nitty.
Rum Nitty said he's not even gonna embarrass himself battling him. So that's how. Oh my God.
How would you do with how would you do with Arron?
Iron Solomon getting
Yeah.
Yeah, he would, but he ain't aggressive enough. We need a
Which is
killer.
true.
We need a Geechee.
Yeah,
We need a Geechee. We need a twerk.
a Tay-Rock on the hook.
Tay-Rock will get him up out of there.
Yeah.
Like a fully. You know what? I would say give him a twerk, but I don't know if twerk is trusted. Can be
I'm about to
trusted
say
to be fully prepared.
Yeah, but I think you're saying that you need Cassidy to be like, you need him to be real, like killed out of here. I feel like we don't know if we're gonna get that twerk.
Yeah,
Or get that from him. It's like we might mess around and then Cassidy win, and then he back on the scene again with another contract, getting more battles.
Yeah. We need him to be. We need
that
for this to be done 2-0. Like we don't even. There's no need for you to even rap your third round.
Yeah.
We need him to be finished.
Yeah.
I'm tired of this nigga.
They said he robbed the culture.
He is. He is, man. With your 2006 bars, like you're killing us, man.
Like I said,
What is this nigga
I
getting
respect
paid?
Cass to the utmost, but it's just it's like the old times is the old times. Like they say, the old days is the old days.
This nigga said I'm playing with the D like a linebacker. Nigga. What part of the game made you think that was cool? I played with the D like a linebacker.
Yo.
Even if you don't play pause. My nigga, like that's not a good ball.
Word.
And he was like, what? Yeah, nigga, you should get booed for that.
Yeah. Dang.
It's just, yo, man. Like,
Oh man. Yeah, man. But
like Enes means more to the culture
Then Cass.
than that nigga. True. Like Enes has done more for battle culture in Philly.
yeah, he
than him.
been around.
Yeah.
But shit, we gonna wrap this up, man. You know what I mean?
Oh man.
You know what I mean? Salute the Cass, man.
Don't salute that nigga. Take it. No, that nigga don't deserve a
You
salute.
gotta take it back.
Take it back.
Bottle Talk, episode 26, man. We out of here, man.